Hi everyone, this is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister, and we're going to talk about negative interest rates and Bitcoin. I'm not talking about central banks implementing negative interest rates because all across the world, central banks are starting to do this. Eventually, the Federal Reserve of the United States will also do this. I mean, eventually, once the Federal Reserve does this, then individual banks in the United States will start to implement negative interest rates at their banks. And eventually, every savings account in the United States will be paying a negative interest rate, which means you will have to pay to have your money in a bank. And a lot of you actually already are doing this. You just don't realize it. Many of you have checking accounts, and if you pay a fee, a monthly fee for a checking account, well then, guess what? You're already being charged a negative interest rate then, and you should try to avoid this. So you can't, once negative interest rates come about, you're going to be like, well, let me get my cash out of the bank. Well, they might limit the amount of cash you can take out at one time. They might get rid of $100 bills. So you better prepare, and using cash in some places may become illegal. Who knows? But in order to avoid all of this, you should start to put your money into Bitcoin. Now, this is going to hurt middle-class people the most because poor people don't even have bank accounts. They don't have any money. So what's a negative interest rate to them? They're not going to be losing any money from their bank account because they don't have a bank account. They don't have a savings account. It's the middle class and the older savers who are going to get pummeled by this. Every month, the money is going to be taken away from their bank account, their savings account. Anyway, this is all. Why even have negative interest rates? Well, the government, the central banks, want you to spend money. They don't want you to keep your money sitting there. So they want you to buy a car, basically. Don't buy a car. Whatever you do. If negative interest rates come around and you're like, oh man, I can't keep my money in the bank. Let me just spend it on something. No, do not do that. Because your car immediately loses value. That's worse than negative interest rates. What you should do, if your bank starts charging negative interest rates, or if you're already being charged a monthly fee, is just to buy Bitcoin. And first of all, and you might be saying, oh, maybe I should buy a house. Well, a house is not very liquid, is it? You can get a home equity line of credit, but then if you need money, you're going to be charged interest to take money out of that home equity line of credit. So investing in a house is not a great idea if you're trying to beat this. And first of all, a house requires maintenance and cost. Bitcoin, on the other hand, allows you to avoid negative interest rates, but you still have the benefits of cash. You can spend it easily at many places, and those list of places are growing. And if you need to send someone some cash, you can send them some Bitcoin. Once negative interest rates hit, hit these banks. The banks decide to charge negative interest rates. You're going to see a spike in the price of Bitcoin. Okay, because Bitcoin beats this. Some people are saying, well, get gold. Again, gold is not very liquid. You can't use gold to buy that many things. I'm not going to get an argument about that. Bitcoin price will jump, along with gold's price will jump when negative interest rates are implemented by central banks and then finally by individual banks where people are going to start to get killed financially. So think about it. Bitcoin is the cure to negative interest rates. I'm Adam Meister. I'll talk to you later.